guys. Alright, we've got our second video for the 12th day of Christmas battle special bonanza boom thing. Yeah. This video is more of a testament to why the game dislikes me greatly. This video I feel is a testament to my poor playing skill and why the game just generally doesn't want me to win. Yeah, I'm gonna put it like that. The battles in this video are against girantgarchomp1, who does have a channel, TFSapphire, lots of numbers. I know he has a channel. What the fuck is his name? I think he's on, whatchamacallit, where is he? lFoxMcLoudl, or lFoxMcLoudl, I don't know. I'm pretty adamant they all have channels, so I will link them all. But yeah, this first one's against girantgarchomp1. Using that fire team, this one has the Snorlax and the Celebi in it, and, this is more of a showing of how bad I am at OU. The reason the screen's at kind of a wonky angle is because the webcam I've got, it's fantastic, don't get me wrong, lovely, lovely HD quality, really, really like it, but it's got this sort of bendy strap thing that you bend around like whatever you're putting it on to hold it in place, but it's just so bad. Like, it doesn't hold it in place, and it always has it as a weird angle, and I would tape it down, but I can't be arsed, and so there you go. I mean, I used to tape my old webcam down, but that kind of leaves tape marks all over the table, and pain in the arse. Anyway, my Wi-Fi that my DS is stealing, isn't working very well. Also, oh yeah, this is me trying to sort it out. Yeah, you go. Oh my god. See what I mean? It's kind of a pain in the arse. It always ends up at an angle. Yeah. There's me trying a different way of doing it. Didn't work. Looks fucking awful. And I think that's probably the best I'm going to get it. Also, while I'm here, seems like a random off-topic thing. Because this is being recorded before I do the December 10th stuff, which is kind of funny. But I was originally going to do some killing floor for December 10th. Fraps didn't want to work because every single bit of technology in the world hates me. And then I was going to do some TCGO, or Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. And Camtasia doesn't like me. So I was talking to Hi, and I was like, it won't work, why does technology hate me? And she's like, oh, I just use Livestream, or Procaster, get all the angles right, record it, and then just upload that, and I was like, you're a genius! So, thank you, Hi. It's kind of early for me to be thanking her, and kind of late, since this is after the 10th, but hey, there you go, there is your appreciation, Hi. Anyway, battle against GG1, and he has a proper OU team, and I will show you how bad I am. So I lead off with Spinda predicting the T-Tar, he leads off with Landorus, and I'm thinking, oh crap, it's going to one-shot me. So I think, I'll go into my physical wall Celebi and take the EQ. If I was smart, I would have realised that every single Landorus in the known universe has U-turn. I go into my Celebi, I get U-turned and one-shotted, and I feel like such an unbelievable twat. He got a crit. Don't know if it mattered. I wasn't max HP, max defense. I was 200 HP, 200 defense. I also find out later he isn't scarfed, but he does very well bluffing it. So he brings this in. After I lose my defense wall, I know he probably would have had X-Scissor, but it's kind of a pain in the dick. So, yeah. I suppose one thing I probably could have done is gone to my Torkoal and gone for a Shell Smash and hoped I outspeed, but I think Terrakion, even without a Rock Polish, is going to be quicker. Because Torkoal is so pitifully slow. Then again, if he got a Stone Edge miss, I would have outsped. Now, I go into Spinder here to bait the close combat, so I can go into Salamence, effectively just using Spinder as a pivot switch. Because I know he isn't going to Stone Edge, he's going to think, oh, it's a Spinder, I can kill it easily. That's the advantage of Spinder, people. It's so weak it works out to your advantage. So I get the Intimidate off just to make it even worse. I am a hasty nature, so I could have taken that better, but, I mean, what the hell am I going to run? Brave? Ugh. No, thank you. I know Viral does on his DD sets, but I will not. So, knowing, I think I either go Outrage or DD. I believe I go No, I go DD. I think I was just kind of hoping that... I knew he'd switch, because I figured he was Scarfed or Banded. But my only hope is to get a sweep off with something. Because I can't counter his team in the slightest. It just isn't going to happen. That's the thing. You know, I can hope and pray and hope for mishacks on everything, but nah. So I get my DD up, and I believe I go straight for Outrage, since all I have is EQ and Fire Blast. If I was a Mold Breaker Haxorus, I would be able to take care of this thing no problem, but then again, no sane person would bring a Rotom Wash into a Haxorus because of the Mold Breaker. Yeah. God damn cough. So I just go with Outrage. I know it's probably bulky. If it wasn't bulky, it'd be Scarfed and Outspeed. And he goes for a Wisp and it misses, and I'm like, oh, thank you, God! Because I lost my Celebi, which had Aromatherapy. So if he hit the Wisp, I would have just said, yeah, GG, I'm boned. But still, he switches out, goes into a Scizor, and I think I get the 2-turn Outrage? Yeah, I do. And I have Fire Blast, but I don't think I risk it. I don't. I think I go into Ninetales, which was kind of stupid, because the Scizor lost, or I think won the game for him. Yeah, I go into Ninetales like a complete dumbass. Well, not complete. I was kind of hoping, because he'd go for a Bullet Punch, I was thinking, oh, I'll just Hypnosis something, or Hypnosis it. You know, that makes sense, doesn't it? Goes for another Bullet Punch, Hypnosis, miss. Why? But, you know, I obviously know he's got a Tyranitar sitting there somewhere, biding its time. So, I'm gonna preserve my Ninetales, and I think I actually go right back into, oh no, I go into Torkoal. Oh yeah, because I knew Torkoal was gonna take it like a beast. He gets a crit. Torkoal doesn't care though. Torkoal's like, meh. I do not care about your crits. So, I believe I go for a Fire Blast, and he goes into that. It was irrelevant, because I would have gone for a Shell Smash, but if he went into that, and I Shell Smashed, all I could do with that was Earth Power. That was it. I probably should have predicted the switch, but again, Torkoal has 281 special attack. It isn't amazing. So, I go into Spinder, and the last Tyranitar I faced with this was, I think, Viral's one? Or I might have recorded it. But last time, my Spinder outsped, because I assumed most Tyranitars are sassy natures. His isn't, so he superpowers my superpower Spinder, and I'm like, no! You bastard! You've ruined everything! So Spinder goes down, and I'm just like, no, I haven't killed anything yet, and he's taken out like half my team. Why? And I don't really have anything, because he's got the Stealth Rock and the Superpower, I'm assuming. He's a Stealth Rock mixed Wall Breaker bastard of a bitch T-Tar. The thing is, I absolutely love Tyranitar. It's easily one of my favourite Pokemon, but it's so hard to be original with it. Because any original sets don't work, because every set that has been tried, or is used normally, usually works the best. So I go into Snorlax thinking, oh, I'll take a Superpower. And I guess I could Fire Punch. Oh no, what? Oh, okay. I wish I'd Fire Punch now. Oh well. I guess I go into Ment so I can Fire Blast. Wow. Actually, I have no idea why I went into Ment. I have no idea what I was predicting. I mean, my Snorlax has got Pursuit. I guess his Celebi's got Leech Seed and crap. So I assume that's why he went into his Celebi to seed up my Snorlax and get recovery back on his Scizor, but I had Fire Punch for that. So I go for the Fire Blast, and it misses, and you will see here that this was crucial. I know it's only a game, and I really shouldn't care, but if you look at how much this next Fire Blast does, it was a 2-hit KO, and I could have... Oh, I would have loved that, honestly. I know my Ments would have died, but getting rid of that Celebi, because the only other fire attacker, well, the only other 2 fire attackers I had is Torkoal and Snorlax. Yeah, he U-turns for some ungodly reason, predicting my switch out. I was like, okay, but the thing is that I can't switch out because it's Stealth Rock, so I literally have no idea. The point is, if I'd landed 2, I would have killed it. And he goes into this, and I'm thinking, well, he's probably going to Stone Edge. I'll go for an Outrage. I can't switch back in anyway. Death Fodder would be pointless, since nothing can take a hit from a Landorus. I was thinking, yeah, he'll just miss a Stone Edge. Nah. He's got that Hidden Power Ice that, again, I didn't know Landorus has had. If I'd paid more attention to the OU metagame, which I never will, because it's shit, then I would have known, but I didn't, so there. Now I go into Ninetales, and I go down to 3 HP. I don't know why I went into Ninetales. I think I just wanted the sun up, and then I switch out and go into Torkoal, thinking, oh, I can take Hidden Power Ices all day. Then Stealth Rocks happens. Then Hidden Power Ice happens. And I'm like, ah. And then I can't take another one. I know I can't, unless I get min damage, which never will happen, because it's me. So he kills off my Torkoal. Fine. I go into Snorlax as my last hope, knowing that it's got thick fat and Hidden Power Ice won't do much to it anyway. And here's where I found out that he'd bluffed the Scarf the entire time. And I don't know what Landorus' speed is. I think it probably would have outsped my entire team regardless. But, you know, he did a good job of bluffing it well. So, there you go. I go with the Fire Punch, does crap all, even in the sun. I mean, the Snorlax has no attack, it's just max HP, max special defense with Rest and Aromatherapy Celebi combo, which in retrospect is actually really crap, because if there's a special attacker against Snorlax and I have to Rest, the special attackers are not going to have any reason to switch, so going into Celebi won't work. So there you go. I get 6-0'd, and that proves why I suck at OU, and why I should never play it. Ever. I should just stick to RU and NU, because that's what I'm good at. This is a match against TFSapphire, as I said, and this is the match that shows that Hacks hates me so much. I actually was in with a pretty good shout of winning this, but Hacks was like, no, you do not win, but I will never let you win. Maybe it's because I always say I don't care about winning, which I really don't. I mean, it's a kid's game. It's made for, what, like 10-year-olds? But, you know, I'm a human. It's nice to win at some things. Anyway, we start off. He's using his girlfriend's game. So, he leads up with a Steelix. And I've got my Roserade out. And I'm thinking, well, he's probably going to SR, so I'll go with Hidden Power Fire, break that sturdy. And he has an Occa Berry. And you'll find out later on how crucial that turned out to be. So he does set up the SR, as I predicted. And I believe I just start Toxic Spike in here. Goes into Charizard. I set up my Toxic Spikes. Fine, yeah, that's okay. I'm alright with that. Now, 2 layers of Toxic Spikes had really, really helped me later on. Like, massively. It was pretty crucial. But he goes with an Air Slash. I go down, and he gets a flinch. And I was like, no, oh, for the love of fucking Christ. Praying and hoping he's gonna miss it, get a bit of payback, but Air Slash is 95% accuracy, so that wasn't about to happen. And I couldn't switch to preserve the Roserade, yeah. So Roserade goes down, and I have 1 layer. Pain in the dick. Yeah. I'm immediately assuming he's Scarfed, because that's what I do with every Charizard, unless it's DD Belly Drum, but it wouldn't... No, DD Belly Drum? Sub Belly Drum. But it wouldn't be, because it has Air Slash, so I'm immediately assuming Scarfed. He's going to switch, go into his Steelix, and I make a dumb play. I go for a Hone Claws, when really, what I should have done is I should have Fire Blasted predicting the Steelix, but my thought process was, oh, it's a Steelix, it's got piss poor special D. A Fire Blast from anything will kill it. A Golem Fire Blast would kill it. That was my thought process. But as I find out here, thanks to the Ockerberry, so very well played, Sapphire, very well played. He lives, and he Ironheads me, and I die, and I'm sad, because once again, 2 matches where they brought a Charizard, and my arrow dies because of my incompetence. Bah! Oh well, so that Ockerberry helped him out, very well played. I go into Lucario, because it's a Lucario, what the hell do you think I went into it for? High jump kick, it's ugly facing. However, I predict the switch, and I believe I go for an agility? I believe? Yeah. Now, again, I probably should have just high jump kicked and tried to get rid of it, but I'm trying to set up. That's my thought process. Now, because of the poison, he has his Marvel Scale activated. So I go for a high jump kick, and it does about half, and he scores me. I'm thinking, right, if I don't burn, I'll be okay, I might sweep. No, he burns me. I know it's a 30% chance, but it's a pain in the arse. So, I'm still thinking, he's at a pretty low amount of health, high jump kick will kill. Go for it. No, doesn't kill. And what's feckin' worse is I think he doesn't die from normal poison, does he? Oh, he does. No, he's still alive. I don't see bloody health points. So I go into my Arcanine and I'm just like, bleh, flame charge it, it'll die. Fine. I'm alright with that. I'm okay. Vaguely. I'm still pissed off, but it's okay. You see what I mean though? Just and look, I get a crit, and it was at like 1 HP. That is so helpful. Just really, really convenient hacks for him helped him. But then again, I didn't have a battle against, that Vanillux guy, where I got some of the most convenient hacks I'll probably ever get. So, there you go. What are you going to do? It's luck of the draw at the end of the day. And it is just a game, so, meh. But still, I just like posting some of these matches, just to see how the hacks I get at convenient points of time affect me. So, I go into Registeel, and for some unknown reason, he goes back into Steelix. I don't really get why. Because, I don't know. I guess I went into Registeel predicting the Air Slash, just to wall it. But I don't want to take that, so I don't want to take his EQ, so I go into Donphan. And then he predicts me again and goes into a Raikou. I will give him that. That was very, very, very nicely played. He outplayed me thoroughly there, so I'll give him that. Now, I know a Hidden Power Ice is coming. It's so blissfully obvious. But, I want to kill it. And amazingly, it doesn't bring me down. I think I fought a Jolteon with this team, and the Jolteon Hidden Power Ice killed me. So, Raikou has less special attack than Jolteon. Or Jolteon specs. So he brings in Leafeon, and this is where 2 layers would have been crucial. Because I go into Registeel. The whole point of Registeel is to just Toxic Stall, Sub-Protect, Stall like a dick. Now he goes for an SD, fine, yeah, that's okay. And I've also got my Ice Punch, so I can hit him on the super effective side. Admittedly, his physical side is his strongest side, but I can still hit him super effective. So he SDs again, and I go for a sub. Thinking, okay, it's a safe play. He'll do a lot, but it's still a Registeel at the end of the day. So Poison's wearing him down a bit. I'm thinking I can just protect Ice Punch and kill him. He goes for a Leaf Blade, trying to break it. And then I do what I'm meant to do and go for another sub after he meant to break my sub. But he goes for a Synthesis. Now, if he hadn't, if I'd had 2 layers up, even if he went for Synthesis, it would have been irrelevant, because then Toxic would have slowly racked up and killed him. That's the whole point of the fucking Registeel. But no. So he goes for an SD, I predict that nicely, I'll go for an Ice Punch. but because physical side is strongest side, it doesn't do crap all. And let's be honest, Registeel isn't exactly an offensive monster. But my only plan here is to go for the Ice Punch. Really, it's all I've got. All I can do is just keep hitting him until he decides to hit me. In a word. So I'm still trying to hit him. It's still doing shit all. But you know, it's all I've got really. I mean, like I say, I could try and sub-protect still, because Synthesis only has 8 PP, but I don't want to sit there all day. So he goes for Leaf Blade, breaks my sub. Fine, you know, I'll take that. I go for an Ice Punch, it gets him down quite low, then Poison happens. Now, here, it was either because I didn't notice the Life Orb, or I didn't want him to Synthesis again, predicting my Protect. I go for an Ice Punch just to make sure, but, because if I went for a Protect, the same thing would have happened anyway if he went for a Synthesis. So I think I was playing it safe, but I probably should have gone for the Protect and kind of hoped, really. Anyway, he brings in a Charizard, I Protect, and I'm like, oh my god, how am I meant to win? It's a Registeel against a Charizard, it has Fire Blast to Focus Blast, for fuck's sake. He makes a nice play, goes for Focus Blast, predicting my Arcanine to come in and get the Flash Fire boost, but I'm like, meh. And I live with 1 HP, but I go for the sub, predicting a miss, and I'm like, ah, no. And I'm still trying to survive, I'm not giving up on Registeel. He's a dick, but he does his job well. So I go for the Protect, and he's going for Air Slash, trying to, kill me off with his most accurate move. Makes sense. Goes for it. Doesn't kill me, but flinches me. Now, this time, you'll see that, because this Registeel's got T-Bolt, I go for a T-Bolt on his Charizard, and it does exactly half. If he hadn't got that Air Slash flinch on me, his Charizard would have died. Oh god. The luck I have, eh? Still, it makes for funny matches, and it's not like I ever win anyway. I'm pretty adamant, of all the battles I posted, I've probably won about 5. So I'm still trying to Protect stall him, just praying to Christ he'll miss again. I can get a T-Bolt off and have Reggie at decent HP, so I can still piss him off, even though I think he had something waiting around, probably an Azelf, which I couldn't deal with anyway. But I believe he goes for a Fire Blast and hits and kills me, because there's no way. Oh no, I switch. This is the thing, right? Because I thought Donphan at that low health would be completely useless, and I wanted a safe switch into Arcanine, because I knew I could take an Air Slash from the battle against Cameron. I knew it. No matter what happened, I would take it. So he goes for the Air Slash. Oh, crit. I knew I would have lived one of those. Whether I could kill it or not, that's an entirely different concept. Because again, I didn't do that much to Cameron's Charizard. But still, I knew I would have taken one. But again, look at the draw. It's just one of those things. So I'm still trying to stall him out. Registeel could not physically win at this point unless he is a lot damn bulkier than I immediately presume he is. But, I'm just trying to get him to miss. Isn't happening. He Fire Blasts, takes me out. So that was a good game against Sapphire. But there you go. It's just one of those things. I'm lucky not to have done worse, to be honest. Last battle we have in this thing is the battle against lFoxMcLoudl. Fox. Yeah. This was another UU1, and this was the first guy to fucking well tell me that my Lucario was OU, and I'd been asking for UU battles all this time, and I was like, well, nobody said. Honestly, I don't know what I'm meant to do. So, yeah. God, bloody hell. I'm telling you, with a cold and having to narrate 3 battles in one video, it's painful, but still, I wanted to post them all. I'm gonna do 3 videos with 3 battles, and 3 videos with 2. That'll be for the 5th gen ones. apart from one with Maria, because when I get my 4th gen Wi-Fi back, hopefully next week, which means I have a really limited amount of time to do the 4th gen battles, but hopefully I can get them done. See, this is kind of weird. You're going to be watching this in the time span of a day, whereas this is actually being narrated over the course of about 12. But still, hopefully, you know, for Maria, because I've already had the triple battle against Cameron, or the triple header. I'm going to have a double header or triple header against Maria, double header against Darky, or Darkness. So yeah, we'll see how we do. But yeah, this is against McLeod, and he has a Cress. I hate Cress so much. Cress is the bane of my existence. Oh well. I felt this was a good battle. I mean, I did pretty poor, but you'll see a little Whiscash there. And there's something, you know, that comes up later on that made me want to use this battle. I also got I've got a battle against Super Blar as well. That was a really fun battle. I enjoyed that. And I've got one against Dangerous 36M, which was so unbelievably hacksy. I mean, at the end of it, I said good game, and he just said no. And I was like, yeah, that's fair play. It was fucking awful. So I might not post that. I might post it just as a demonstration of sometimes I get the hacks. He still won it, but yeah, there are reasons for that. Anyway, he leads off with Cress. I lead off with Roserade as usual. You know, getting kind of normal now. Now, to start off with, the first major mistake I make is, even though I saw the Heracross, I still thought it was a fantastic idea to set up toxic spikes. God knows why. Really. I mean, I have hidden power fire, for fuck's sake, max special attack. I could have just done that. Ugh. So I set up my second layer instead of thinking, oh, he'll go into Heracross like a smart person. And he does. I set up my second layer. I feel incredibly stupid at this point. So he's now got a Guts Scarf Heracross. So +1/+1. Looking at me. He goes for a CC, playing it safe so he won't miss. You know, fairly standard. Now he gets the defense or special defense drops. Now, what I think I do, I believe, yeah, I go into Donphan because it has the sturdy. Now, to me, this is the only way I'm going to be able to kill this thing now, because of my major stupidity and not hidden power firing, and probably one-shotting it, although Heracross does have decent special defense. I now have to rely on the sturdy and hope I get a one-shot. However, because I have Head Smash, and Head Smash is the only thing that's neutral to the Heracross, if he switches, I can't use it. So I have to go with Earthquake, predicting the switch. That sort of thing. Because if I go with a Head Smash and lose my sturdy, I'm done already. It's quite funny, really, but there you go. I mean, I'd have to play like some tricky bastard to get around that. So in comes Cress. I go to Lucario. I figured he'd have the Ice Beam. Oh look, Dangerous 36M is actually streaming. Thanks for that, Joy. I will not watch though. I go with Crunch, hoping that it would do more than a quarter. Fucking Lucario, and he T-waves me, and Lucario is now useless in every way because it probably has Moonlight, and Lucario's doing a quarter. So unless I get a crap ton of defense drops, I'm not getting anywhere. He goes back into Heracross. I'm immediately assuming I went for another Crunch. It doesn't matter, honestly. But the point is, because the Heracross now has Guts, I effectively have to let Lucario die. It was useless to start with. But, you know, what are you going to do? I mean, I do want to make that Lucario, but fuck me, is it done awfully. Oh well. To be fair, Fox played pretty good to, you know, just take advantage of my stupidity. So I go into Donphan again, and I believe it's here that I sort of get a bit, you know, into it. I'm thinking, oh, he might stay in this time, he switched out last time. So I go for the Head Smash, and that's pretty much game over right there. principally because I've lost my sturdy. You know, he could switch back in right now and kill everything. Really, I have no hope. But I'm still trying to figure out how I can get round this annoying Heracross. And the way I figure it, if I can get one speed boost with Arcanine, I can effectively do it. But he predicts my switch into Arcanine and goes into a Whiscash, and I'm like, oh fuck yes! Power Herb Solar Beam, bitch! Yeah! And I'm doing a little jig, I'm not gonna lie, I was fucking jigging at that point. So I pull out the Solar Beam and I'm like, yes! Take that, you bastard! Solar Beam him in the face. I was so happy. Honestly, that one play just made me want to keep it. I played like shit the entire thing, but god damn it, that one time where I get to use Power Herb Solar Beam, I was so chuffed. Just because it's funny. And he brings in an Empoleon, and I'm thinking, okay, defensive Empoleons run Scald. Even after a close combat, I'm going to be able to take it. You know, thinking, yeah, it makes sense to me. So, you know, I'll be okay. He goes for a Scald. I'm at max HP, and he one-shots me. And I'm sitting there thinking, wait, what? Wait, hang on. Hey? How does that work? How did he pull that off? So I'm thinking, okay, most defensive Empoleons are slow. I go into Registeel, because Sub, Protect, Stall, yada yada yada. He goes for a Scald. I don't think he burns me. Nah. So I go for a Sub, and I've got my T-Bolt, but at the end of the day, defensive Empoleon is defensive and has pretty beastly special D. So, I don't even know why I bothered. So I go for it. It nearly kills him, but he has the Roar. Or it would have two-shotted him. But I get dragged into Donphan. So I'm thinking, maybe he'll go for Roar again, you know. Who's going to predict me to stay in? He goes for a Scald. I stay in, thinking, oh, well, I'll take it and kill him even though I get burned. He one-shots me. And I ask him, like, how the fuck did that happen? What, are you running max special attack on your defensive Empoleon or something? And he's like, yeah, I am. And I was like, fuck, you outsmarted me, sir. I have been beaten thoroughly. I can't do much about that, apart from applaud him. Because with the lefties, it looks defensive. And with the amount T-Bolt's doing, it looks defensive. But, because he's got max special attack, he can score those KOs, so I'll give him props for that. That's a smart idea. I don't think I've ever seen that. I mean, my Empoleon's max HP, max special D. So there you go. I get lucky paralyze, so I can at least take it out next turn. So that's okay. There you go. But, like I say, losing my Donphan and my Arcanine pretty much rendered this game completely useless, because without Arcanine I can't outspeed his, what the fuck is it called? Heracross. And, I'm just trying to stall him out, seeing what he does. Now, my one last saving grace was that maybe Aero might be quicker, because I know while Heracross is scarfed, its base speed's pretty crap, and Aero's base speed when maxed out is godly. So I was thinking maybe, but nah. Although, I did have one kind of shaky moment, because I knew my entire team was slower apart from Arcanine. I brought in my Aero, and then he spends quite a bit of time thinking, and I see him like saying, if you are banded and I outspeed you, I'm going to be so unbelievably pissed. Because I've spent the entire time thinking you were scarfed and just sacking shit, thinking I won't need it anymore. But it turns out he is scarfed and he kills me off, and those are the free games. So there you go, guys, free battles that prove absolutely that I cannot play Pokemon, and that even when I do play decently well, the game doesn't want me to win. Thank you to all three battlers, Sapphire, Garchomp1, who completely put me in my place, so props to him, and lFoxMcLoudl. I will link them all in the description. We've still got more battles to go, guys. I think I've got 9 after this. So, 3 in the next one, 2 in another 3 videos. And then we've got 4th gen, yeah. So, thank you for watching that, or watching this. I hope you enjoy the rest of them to come in a bit, guys.